Good for you, Joseline Hernandez. Somebody needed to get into Wendy's wig. Period. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. Congratulations, you're so much fun. What is going on, y'all? Welcome to this special edition of King Reed's video. Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday to ya. Happy Wednesday. I actually wanted to record this video yesterday, and I actually kind of did record it yesterday, but I was like, girl, we gonna do it. We gonna do it, just do it again. We gonna do it again. I'm in a very good spirit, feeling myself, want to talk about some things, especially with Joseline Hernandez going off on Wendy Williams, doing this interview. Girl, Yandy and Medici's on this couples retreat. Y'all, VH1, y'all might maybe watch. Y'all make me watch. Y'all might make me watch after seeing this clip. A couple of things I wanted to get into since I haven't seen y'all since last Thursday. I did drop my Real Housewives Atlanta review for y'all, so shout out to everybody. I also did a full review on them on Amazon Prime or Prime Video. That is exclusively on Patreon. Shout out to the King's Guard. If you have not signed up, I encourage you to sign up. Girl, sign up, girl. Go ahead and you know, spend a little couple of dollars, get you some lunch, and get you some good, sickening, exclusive content over my Patreon. But I hope y'all are feeling yourselves. I just got back from my LA trip. It was amazing. I want to talk about that. Some other stuff, girl. Joe Biden's supposed to be addressing the nation and Congress later on. I will be talking about that probably tomorrow. And it's honestly, I got a special video I'm going to treat y'all to tomorrow. I honestly was not going to do it, but I was like, girl, I need to, especially after the responses that y'all gave me in my last King Reed's video. And it's about one of y'all favorite artists. Girl, we got to talk about it. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into this mental health check-in. So as you can tell, well, you really can't tell, I am in very good spirits. Like, I'm very, like, this LA trip, I went to LA, left out Wednesday, came back Monday night. It was a much needed trip. I needed to be around some other people. I need to be inspired. And not only was I inspired, I got a chance to sit next to the vocal Bible herself and listen to her. Listen to this track. I got a chance to listen to her sing right in front of me. Y'all, when I tell you there's tears about to come out of my eyes, because Brandy means so much to me. For those who have been following me for the longest, you know about my aunt. She was a victim of domestic violence, and she lost her life. And Brandy was one of her favorite artists, and she put me on to Brandy a long, long time ago. And just to sit next to her doing all that it was an amazing experience. Like, I wanted to just like crack. Like, you could have put me in an egg, and like, you could have just put me on the skillet and fried me up. And like, I was just so done, girl. Like, it was just everything. It just lifted my spirit. Everything, and like, I'm just so thankful for that. You will honestly be surprised who was the person to reach out to me and ask me to come to LA. I'm not going to name their names because I don't want any drama, but for those who do follow me on Instagram, you saw who you saw, and that trip was nice. I really appreciate him for making that happen. I got a chance to sit next to him, having some very, very like interesting conversations, like some real world stuff. And I've always told folks I do not mind sitting across the table and having a conversation with folks who look like me, black and brown folks, whatever. Like, we want to talk about what things, like our issues or whatever. I don't mind doing that. I did the same thing with Max Connor last year when I went to LA. Like, I don't mind having conversations with these people that I had differences about. Like, that goes for any celebrity, any person. I just don't care. That's just something like that. And just to be able to listen to Brandy and like them, it was just a beautiful thing. I love that. But yes, girl, like, this is a part of my mental health check-in. Like, I appreciate it. To find out that Brandy loves my mental health check-ins is so, oh my gosh, it's just everything. She's such a beautiful spirit, everything. So, girl, with that being said, girl, I'm gonna, you know, end this part of the of the mental health check-in, move on to like the tea, and talk about like my trip. So my trip, like I said, got a chance to meet Brandy, got a chance to go to a restaurant called Castaway. Look it up, it's really good. Shout out to Prince Charming P. With his, he's just such a beautiful energy. I love him, glad to know him, and glad to see him happy in his beautiful relationship. He is one of the members of the Freaky Boys, and he was one post on Instagram about this restaurant called Castaway. The best chicken and waffles I have ever had, period. the best chicken and waffles, a beautiful view. I put up my picture, and I had this shirt on. I told y'all, baby, hey, let me tell you something. I'm gonna get my money back for this shirt, girl. Not that she was expensive, but it was just like y'all liked it. Like, I love the picture. Like, sometimes I ain't gonna lie, the anti-fatness hops into me. There's sometimes I take pictures and I really don't like it. Like, I'll be honest, I didn't like that picture I took with Brandy. I was like, girl, something about me smiling, I just don't like it. It makes my face fatter. And I was just like, I'm still struggling with anti-fat bias with myself and how I view myself. It's a constant struggle, which is why I will be having a conversation with the one and only Deshaun Harrison about their book, The Belly of the Beast, and we will be talking about fat phobia, and it will be exclusively on Patreon this week, period. So yes, I love Deshaun. I learned a lot from them about anti-fatness and all of that. So we're gonna be talking to Deshaun about that, and I'm going to be posting about like questions to the patrons of what y'all want to know as far as the conversations and stuff. So I can't wait for that. But yeah, like, I loved the way I looked. I loved everything about my body. I just loved it. I looked amazing. So I was just loving that for everybody involved. Period. I loved it. But the trip, girl, got a chance to meet Nick. I was in the same room with Candy Muse after the drag race thing. Got a chance to watch it around some other folks. It was amazing. I did not get a chance to meet Bob the Drag Queen. I am mad about that because I wanted to meet Bob the Drag Queen so bad. I want to meet Bob and Monet Exchange. I know I love them. I listen to their podcast and stuff. So it was amazing. Everybody kept telling me how good that LA looked on me. I screamed, girl, y'all saying that, like, girl, y'all kept saying that LA looks good to you. Jesse Wu said this, some other friends said it, like, people I trust. I was like, girl, we will see. And I got a chance to meet the one and only Zachary Campbell. Love him. Honestly, true tea, Zachary Campbell, I met Zachary Campbell back in 2015. I think it was February or March of 2015 when I first made the decision that I was going to move to Atlanta. I did that meet and greet. With like 20 or 30 people showed up, and Zachary Campbell showed up because of his cousin Brittany. Yes, shout out to Brittany. So Zachary Campbell invited me over. We had a conversation, talked about just life things. It was just good to sit next to some folks who you look at like, girl, she's doing her thing, I'm doing my thing, and just two like creators and just listening to him. Amazing boots. I love that. He gave me a lot of props. I gave him props. Got a chance to meet his very handsome boyfriend. I told him, I said, girl, I'm so glad your boyfriend black and his boyfriend is just a good energy too. Got a chance to meet one of his other friends. They in Costa Rica. Shout out to them. Right now, I cannot wait to go to Costa Rica and all those things. So yes, just like being around black queer creatives, just like oh, it was just amazing. So girl, I had so much fun. Yes. So with all that being said, girl, y'all know about that. So let's move on to the other thing. Girl, we saw Drag Race. I'm just gonna give a real rundown. Symone ends up winning, and she is the new reigning queen of RuPaul's Drag Race season 13. I don't think that I'm surprised. I'm not surprised. I knew it was going to either be Symone or Gottmik. I knew it. But I will say this, baby, I need that. Whatever that was. What is it they did? That drag, what was it, like, I don't call it, lip sync that they did, that Rose and Candy did, was terrible, girl. It was so lackluster. I hated it. They said Rose hit her ankle against a piece of bread or something. Something was wrong with her ankle. I hope she's healing better, but it just was not a good performance for both of them, Candy Muse and Rose. Symone and Gottmik turned it, but Symone ate Gottmik up, period. Symone ate up. Like, she gave that that sassy black woman shit she be doing. Like, girl, and that shit be having me screaming, like, girl, you be doing all that, and then you and the whole family with a bunch of white folks. Yo, I love it so much. I love it. But Symone, I'm not surprised that she won. She deserved it. Sis is very talented. Deserved her thing. Shout out to the House of Avalon. Girl, boots down the house. I don't know. Moving on. Girl, let's go ahead and get into it. Joseline and Wendy Williams got into it, and it was so funny to watch live on air, and you can tell Wendy's face was so stuck. Wendy's face was so stuck, baby. I guess that Botox or something did something, because she could not, baby, she was so upset. I'm going to tell you this. Let me scoop my chair up. Y'all know when I scoop my chair up, getting real. I have noticed, if there's one thing that, like, black celebrities don't like, they do not like when other black celebrities or on a kind of lower caliber than them addresses them in a way and let them know who they really are. Baby, it gets under their skin. It's just like, how dare you like, how dare you try to get me together in front of my audience, and I'm out here doing better than you. Are you doing better than her? Like, are you doing better than her? Joseline dragged the hell out of Wendy. She said, girl, give me my things. We can say all the things about her, you know, if she don't have the #1 show, whatever, da la la la. It is what it is. We know Joseline ain't got the #1 show, but like, give Joseline her props. She's been able to leave VH1, create this other stuff, be able to do this thing. It don't cost Wendy nothing to say, hey girl. But Wendy does not beat down on other like non-black folks like that. She does not do it. You cannot name too many white, like, yes, she'll talk about them, but she does not beat them and berate them. Wendy has a history of doing that. Wendy had, like, I don't know how, I can't really address it too much because I really don't be paying attention to Wendy like that too much, but there's something about Wendy. We saw that in her documentary. Sis is going through some stuff. And I feel like that she kind of gets some enjoyment out of beating down on folks who are lesser. And the reason why I said that, I don't understand what it is with celebrities saying that, oh, you got to work just as hard as I did. Like, I don't want the next person to be able to do the content I do to work just as hard as I am. I don't want them to go through all of the trials and tribulations. I want to make a better world so they don't have to go through the shit I went through. Like, I don't want to see anybody. I don't understand. It's just like, they's like, oh girl, y'all got it easy. Y'all very sensitive. Y'all feel entitled. And I hate that word. I heard that word this weekend. I hate that word this weekend, and it was getting kind of irritating me. I don't like that. Because what does entitlement mean? What does that mean? When people are just wanting basic things. They want to be able to have enough money to be able to pay for, you know, a place to stay in the place. Like, why is that called entitlement? Like, why do people want to see folks struggling to get to the top? I don't want to hear any more. I don't want to hear any more rags to riches stories. I don't want to even hear no riches story. I just want to hear stories of people doing what they love to do and being able to survive off of that. That's that. So, like, Joseline got into Wendy's ass. She said, girl, you need to respect me. You can give me my flowers. And then Wendy was so mad, girl. She threw them flowers. You saw when Wendy threw them flowers, you know Wendy was over it. She was just like, why are we over here talking? Like, she didn't have to say that. She could have just said, you know, she could have just ignored this. I got the #1 show in the country. Da, 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 da. It's just like, girl, yes, the show is good, girl. It's just a way, like, to do it. But Wendy was just very just like, oh, girl, this and that, like, taking her down. It's just like, Wendy is very rude to black folks. She's very rude. She's saying some problematic shit about black folks. So I'm not surprised. I'm not giving her no damn grace because Wendy has said shit that has need to be questioned how she views black folks. And there's something very interesting about black celebrities who have been rich and so long and so far removed that they cannot relate. Wendy can't relate to us. She cannot relate. She don't even probably, like, when folks say make a joke about rich folks not knowing the price of milk and how much gas is, it's even more true for black folks. For black celebrities. Like, girl, you don't know. You don't know. And like, you don't know how you're acting. Like, some of y'all will step over black folks to get ahead. And some of y'all enjoy being the only black folks at the table. And I think Wendy Williams is one of the folks. She enjoys being the only black person at the table. Like, she just, like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. And I'm never here for no black person chastising and dragging no black person in front of a room, in front of an audience of just predominantly white folks. It's a no for me. It's a no for me. So I ain't feeling that at all. It's a period. But, you know, Joseline let her have it. Joseline was like, girl, I ain't doing no shoe cam, girl. It's not giving no shoe cam. She kept on talking. Baby, Wendy was like, let's pull the plug. Baby, Joseline kept getting into it, and I was here for every minute of her. Get her, Jade. Get her, Jade. So let's move on to some other stuff. I saw the stuff with the Breakfast Club. Let me go ahead and drag this. I saw the whole conversation with the Breakfast Club. Umar Johnson went on the Breakfast Club and he talked about very surface level stuff that other black queer folks, black women have been talking about for the longest. Like, and Umar Johnson, even him talking about, even him addressing and making conversation about, police reform or police whatever, like the state of police and how police look at black folks and all that, how racist white folks are, I don't think I heard Umar Johnson say anything about abolishing the police. I didn't hear that. It sounds like he said that it can be fixed, it can be reformed. We just got to do this and that. I don't know. Umar Johnson, I just don't trust him. I don't trust him at all. And to be sitting next to Charlemagne, who has a very surface level politics when it comes to black and brown folks. And then he's sitting next to DJ Coon Envy. Let me tell you something, DJ Envy. I abolished the Breakfast Club. Period. Y'all serve no good for the black community at all. To have DJ Envy sitting here playing the devil's advocate for the police is the most disgusting shit I have ever seen in my life. Especially when it comes to a 16-year-old black girl who was killed by the hands of police. For you to justify, for you to try to justify, well, if that was my daughter, I would have want, what the hell? But that wasn't your daughter. And y'all do this very specific thing every time y'all try to appeal to folks' humanity was saying, well, if that was my child. And you notice that like Keisha Lance Bottoms did that same thing. I have a black child. But your black child was not in danger. So stop doing that. I have a black child, da da da. But yeah, you saying that ain't really shit when your black child is still living and breathing. So what does that mean? You know how many other folks got black children? You're not special. You're not special. Girl, you're not special. Oh, with my black son and black... Girl, do you know how many other millions of black mothers there are with black children and black... Like, you're not special, girl. What does that mean? Like, I have a child too. So? Your child's still alive. How selfish of you to sit here and talk about your child when a parent just got to losing theirs. Like, what do you mean when you got this woman out here talking about she lost her child or something like that? And we know nothing about what happened. This girl was chasing these folks with a butter knife or whatever. What does it matter if a police, this is the first thing they're going for to disarm? What does that say? And then we don't know what this girl was experiencing. She was probably getting jumped, any of these things. But y'all, a lot of folks are